What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest of cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? So welcome to Monday's episode. Well, if you're listening to us on the radio, you get everything all at one time, but if you're listening to us on your podcast platform of choice, Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion, Thursday's Ask CISSP. I don't have any right now, so you're probably going to not get anything during that time block. And then Fridays, everything else, movies, books, games, all that cool stuff. Definitely continue to check us out. You can hit up the website is theothersideofthefirewall.com or ramcyber.io. And we drop a weekly newsletter called The Rundown as well. So lots of ways to keep in touch with us, to watch our content. And we greatly appreciate that. But without further ado, I'll give you to Shannon.
All right, everybody. This article comes from Forbes.com, written by Davey Winder. And the title of this one is 16 billion Apple, Facebook, Google, and other passwords leaked. And yes, that is billion with a B. So those of you that have seen the movie Pentagon Wars, they always specify. You telling me billion with a B? Yes, billion with a B. That's what it was. So this leak, I don't want to call it like a singular leak, but what it seemed to be was it was a conglomerate of databases that had some information in it, right? Compromised credentials, things of that nature, right? Passwords that are out there being used. And again, to the tune of 16 billion. So they say this is the largest to date that they've ever come across when it comes to passwords of being out there. And that's scary, right? So like you think about the amount of people that are on the planet, right? But again, we use passwords for everything, right? So of the suspected 8.2 billion people that are out there, which there's a study out there with a professor from, I think it's Finland or something like that says we've severely underreported the amount of people that are here on the earth. But you know, that's one of those things that it'll come out later. But let's stick with 8.2 billion. That's widely believed. We're looking at least 2 per person, right? Let's say on average, but you're assuming everybody has a password, which they don't. You have your children, you have those people in areas that don't have access to sites and social media or web access. But when you think about what you have and what you use, right, on a daily, like it could be anything. It could be your financial institution. It could be your Chick-fil-A password, right, or whatever it is for your app. But this is they hit the mother load with this, and we're coming across these exposed data sets, right? It's just a lot. And what they kind of harp on in the article, which is kind of a good thing to actually do, is they talk about doing your not necessarily multi-factor and authentication, but passkey security, right? So like I started noticing that because I am an Apple user, right, I started seeing more of like different passkey security when it came to using the Face ID and things of that nature, right? Like even with my computer, like fingerprints, things of that nature, right? Like you're seeing a lot more of it. And when you get the option to opt in, it is definitely something you should do, right? So you have that extra layer of security that you have out there. So it's not just username and password, right? Like that is, in this day and age, that is really just the weakest thing you could do is just have username and password out there because it is not safe because of situations like this, right? We've come to the point where we've seen it numerous times now where username and password gets exposed, and that's the only thing you have to get into your different items that you use on the daily, right? Like your financial institution, again, your Chick-fil-A's, right? You can't go without your Chick-fil-A. Only on Sunday can you go without your Chick-fil-A, I guess, right? But that's always when I feel like I want it the most too. Not to get off track, but I always feel like I want Chick-fil-A the most on Sunday. It's always when you can't have
Right,
it,
because you can't have it.
Yeah, it's like, I really feel like some Chick-fil-A today, but yeah, but with passkey security, if you get the option to opt in, because I know Meta has gone to it for a lot of its stuff as well, right? For those of you that use anything in the metaverse, they're doing it. Google is doing it. Microsoft is doing it, right? So make sure you hop on that train, right? Like it's another layer of security that can prevent some of this stuff. So even if they have the username and password, them not having access to your passkey security is another layer you can get to. But honestly, I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing issues with that, right? So we just got to go another route. But yeah, this is crazy, man. 16 billion, right? Passwords leaked. That's phenomenal. And Ryan, I know me and you were kind of talking offline, right? When this came up and we were like, man, or why are we not surprised by this? Like it seems like we should be, you know what I mean? But what's your thoughts on it?
No, I agree. And I think we kicked off the year by saying this was the year of changing your password, right? Like I've gone through and changed a lot of mine just to, well, it was too early because now I'm going to have to do it again. So I would also reemphasize if you log into something, change your password. And while you're in there, see if they offer multi-factor authentication or passkey and then change to that. Everything's compromised. Like you just for certain, you need to change it. So as I log into things the past couple of days, I'm just like, oh, change this one, change that one, change that one. And more importantly than your own cyber hygiene, break this down to your family, right? People who might not be paying attention to this, because I didn't see any headlines, right? Right now, all the headlines are dealing with, the Middle East and what have you. So bring it up to them as well. Either, I mean, it'd be nice if you shared the episode, but at least just tell them like, hey, did you hear about, all these passwords being compromised? And then have that conversation. Like just go ahead and opt into whatever new hotness is out there and get off the bandwagon. So many accounts have to be changed now. That's very disappointing. And if you can, like I always do. Like so, it really depends on your risk appetite. Like I always use the strong passwords that are recommended by my browser because they're just complete gibberish. But in doing so, you're not going to remember it. So you do risk forgetting your own password if it's not saved somewhere. So just be careful that you save it to either your browser, your password wallet, or wherever you can save it. But again, that's a risk, right? Like browsers get compromised, password managers get compromised, things of that nature. Again, whenever possible, enable MFA as well as switch to passkey if you can. So that's my 2 cents.
And even with you mentioning, like we've seen it with the password wallets getting compromised and things of that nature. I think it's a matter of having multiple ways that you get into something, right? Having the multi-factor authentication is what strengthens it. Like we say it all the time, nothing is 100%, right? Like the only thing that's 100% is abstinence, right? And even then, I don't know.
Right.
We might be coming to a point where that's happened. It's happened at least one time in history where abstinence, you know what I mean? Let me tell you about Mary and Joseph. No, I'm not gonna go into it. No, I mean, honestly, it's the fact that you try to minimize the risk, right? Like we want to say it as we say it all the time. Nothing is 100% risk free, but you got to do your best to try to make it harder for the walls to be breached, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely continue to check us out. Again, Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion, Thursdays Ask CISSP when I have one, and then Fridays everything else, movies, books, games, all that good stuff. I forgot to mention at the top, the book pre-order is available now. You can get it at theothersideoffirewall.com as well as pretty much anywhere books are sold. But pre-orders are iffy depending upon distribution channel. But if you go to theothersideoffirewall.com, you can definitely pre-order. So hit that one up. Yeah, and hit up all the websites, theothersideoffirewall.com, ramcyber.io. Hit me up personally at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. You can find me pretty much everywhere. Stay safe, stay secure.